I don't need to say that I'm Dungeon Daddy. We all know that.
Every time you say it.
Oh, what a wait! What?
We're back, by the way.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, what a great time to enter in.
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the recap. Are you all caught up? Hey, Daddy.
Hey.
I forgot an announcement. July 4th, which is a Sunday, we will be skipping. There will be no LOA. We finally take a day off. I mean, aside from the forced one of my internet going kaplunk, but
we don't talk about that.
Scheduled day off. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Continue the legend.
Let's do it.
So
no.
oh no. So outside of Doc's odds, at this point, everybody left, or
Asher,
we had
I
Asher
propped up against the wall.
Rowan's right outside, kind of like at the bottom of the steps, I would imagine, of the store.
And Karun's on the other side of the door from where Asher is. It's nighttime now, right?
Evening, yes.
Evening, okay.
So, memory. Wasn't quite night, so it'd probably be like 7, 8, I believe, right? Because it wasn't quite. Yeah.
Moonlight is not a factor.
Yeah.
And Briar is drawing dicks in the dirt with a stick.
Naturally.
Yeah.
She's want to do.
Yep.
Wants to do.
I would say Ace is like, no, that's too long. You got to make it realistic.
Draw the veins.
Draw the veins. Where's the hair? This is medieval times.
We're off to a good start. Is anybody looking inside? Blind, your camera went off.
Hi, Blind.
Anybody looking inside during while she's attempting to do some shopping? Our current prey, this gnomish lass.
Didn't she make eye contact with somebody and then didn't look away? So that was Asher. Okay.
Asher.
Yep.
I don't know any different.
Some awkward eye contact. Yeah. A moment passes. Shops in there for a while. Is anybody observing or just waiting outside?
We're all waiting outside. Rowan would probably be nonchalantly looking at the book and walking towards the back to see if maybe she tries to go out the back.
Are you gonna walk around the building? The back?
Just like a little waltz, is kind of just looking at the book and flipping through the pages and making his way towards the back end of the store.
Are you still in the store?
No, we all left.
Okay.
We all left.
Yeah. Out front, good while passes, but I mean, you guys were in there for a while too, doing some shopping. So seems to be that she's browsing for different items at the moment. Rowan, roll me a perception check.
It's not too bad. 13.
13, you do see a door, a back door.
Oh.
That would presumably go to this building as you've made your way around the back. And it takes you a while because it's kind of a line of buildings and there was no like direct alley, but you kind of find eventually the alley, and then walking around actually all the way down at the end of kind of the alley that you and Jathril and everybody trained in. It would be the last building in the corner there. So you do realize, so it took you a while to get around to there, but there was a back door.
Okay. I'm gonna walk right on up to it. Is there like a barrel or anything kind of around.
There's different crates and barrels kind of lined there. There's a cart with some barrels on it as well.
Okay. Rowan's just gonna sit on the barrel, kind of like a kid with a book, just kind of sitting there looking through the book. In reality, kind of just keeping an eye on that back door, but looking at the book at the same time, like a little kid flipping through a book.
Okay. A good while passes, and nothing. And up front, a good while passes, and nothing.
Briar's gonna look at Ace. How long does it take one girl to go shopping? Really? I mean, get out.
Are
Get
we
out.
sure that? Are we sure this is the same person? The same person that was, there? Or we just assume
Close. He said there was something missing. Certain Santa.
She was missing the pheromone smell, but I mean, I don't believe I would smell that without being in that form. This is something does not seem right.
Should we go in? Maybe.
I would say by now, probably if you were willing to wait that long, about 30 minutes has passed.
Should we wait it out? Go in? I could flirt with her. Maybe ask her out for a drink. Who knows? Keep her
I
out
could just
quickly.
I could just confront her. I mean, that's an option too.
Well, we don't want to start. I think she fled.
I think there's a phrase you can catch more flies with honey. I mean, we could see if she's there, and if she's not, then, oops.
Well, Briar, if you would like to go in, be nice.
Oh, it's going to be very nice.
I'll go in with you, and he pulls his arm out to the side to take her hands, kind of thing.
Kid, what are we going to say? What? I mean, I was going to go flirt with her, but if you're with me, you're a beard, so.
I mean, you flirt with her, I flirt with her. We could make it the competition if you really want to try. I don't know.
All right, only live once. See.
You guys heading in?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you head back in, different aisles and stuff. You don't see her right away with the, she's a gnome and there's different shelves and stuff. The original gnomish store owner, Doc, is there, and he's standing up on his stool at the counter. Oh, welcome back. Alrighty. Did you forget something?
Yeah, well, I got really bored. It's a small town, and I kind of just want to keep looking in case I want to keep shopping,
Well, look around. Perhaps you'll find something interesting this time.
Maybe. And then she's gonna cast message to Ace. Like, you're up, Buttercup.
You got anything interesting that's not on the shelves by chance?
Interesting that's not on the shelves. I pretty much keep it all out here.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see her in here?
Yeah, roll perception, both of you.
Nat 20.
Seven.
You are confident she's not in here. Rowan. Some other time, while this was transpiring, the back door just slightly creaks open, and you see her kind of first looking away, and then looking and seeing you, and then looking ahead, and kind of shutting the door, and then walking off in the opposite direction, just slowly. There's a bag in hand.
Ron's gonna shut the book. You know how like that sound?
Yep.
Yeah, like a
It's like the
sound.
SpongeBob. Well, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna be like, excuse me. I got a question for you. Do you got a second?
No, it's not appropriate to
Oh.
approach a woman in an alley.
I
Help!
promise. I promise I don't. Okay.
Did she shout?
No
help?
worries.
Not very loudly. It was more of like a feigned, like, I will yell help.
Okay.
And she kind of darts and kind of starts to walk a little bit faster and looking back at you.
Sorry. My buddy asked about your scent. I wanted to see about the
Your
perfume.
Wow.
Your perfume, so I can. Sorry. Thanks for your time.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage. Because that's
Is there, like, a
creepy.
super
That is
disadvantage?
creepy. My
Yeah,
buddy asked
that
about your
was
scent.
Super creepy.
I miss your scent.
My friend was
Okay.
talking about your scent.
Okay, so it's a 14, 13, and a 16. So
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a bit of an odd question. I don't know. Please leave me alone. She starts to
Okay.
scream. Mention smell. Yep, that'll do it.
what? Asher did it. It's not creepy when he does it.
Well, the phrasing.
And you're in a dark alley.
You're in a dark alley with
The
a girl all alone,
context.
asking her how she
Yes.
smells.
This random person.
Pickup game is
I want to smell
unrivaled.
your skin.
My buddy asked about your scent. Yeah.
But Rowan's gonna keep an eye on her. He's gonna kind of like.
Yeah, he is.
turn.
Creeper. Sorry. Okay. Continue. Yes.
I'm good.
Not the
Um,
intent,
Alright,
not the
I'm good.
intent.
I'm
She,
good.
right before she rounds the corner, kind of, and then kind of scurries around the corner.
Rowan's gonna go meet with the guys. Oh, she's gone.
Where
Jesus, what?
Yeah, she's gone. And
Which-
around the corner that way.
Well,
Rowan's gonna mimic the direction she took.
let's head that direction. Hopefully, I don't have to sniff her out.
I would.
Oh,
Direction wise, it would be kind of the layout. The docks odds is if you're looking south to north, just at the town square. Top left is docks odds. Top right is the treasured booty, where all of your kind of action happened. So she was heading. There is an alley in between those. So she was heading towards, like, rounding that corner, she would be heading towards treasured booty, essentially.
Well,
I just want to get
The
us
back
out
of
this door.
treasured booty. rather.
that's what I was going to do. I was going to poke my head in the door.
Okay, okay.
Like, beckon to you guys.
Ooh, okay. She's not here. I don't see her anywhere. She's probably go.
Are you looking for someone?
No.
Is it
Fight.
that lady?
Yeah, lady was in here. I
Yeah,
was
she's
interested in her. She's
a
pretty.
bit, well, it was a pleasant sight at first, but she's a bit shifty, that one.
Yeah, where'd she go? I mean, obviously,
Yeah, she asked to use the back door. Well, to be honest, I got a better vibe from you than I did from her. So, I hope you're not up to any good, or I hope that you aren't up to any bad, but you seem like good folk.
Nah, we just had some questions for her, but it's cool. If she went out the back, I appreciate it, and I'm just kind of like pushing Briar out the door. Thank you for nothing. Yep, bye.
Wait, did she end up buying anything?
Yeah, some
Or did
random
she-
odds and ends as you leave.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's go try to track her down. Good job, Rowan.
Are you gonna sniff her, or do we need to try to?
Well, let's see what we can do with. It's kind of hard to communicate
Which direction did she head to?
towards the
She-
treasured booty.
Yeah, she went down that way. So, Rowan's gonna kind of point to the alleyway and just kind of like do the general directions that way.
Is there a check I could make to possibly think of
Think of what?
like a way
Cutting
I
off.
could cut her off?
By
Interception.
now, unless you had taken the alley right away, you could have maybe then you would, but by now so much time has passed. By the time Rowan got back and said that, and then got you guys out, wouldn't necessarily cut her off. If her destination was beyond the treasured booty, you could take another one that is there's the treasured booty and then different homes along there, and then another kind of alley that goes further into the east side of the building or of the square.
Okay. Well, I guess we should probably hurry up and let's get going so we don't lose that path that she went.
Once we get in the alleyway, I'm gonna be like, well, she's, and then I'll just wild shape and try to pick up the scent.
Okay, roll with advantage.
I would say probably staying out of the alleyway is the best bet for her. We should probably take to the road.
Briar's going to take Uncle Tambrin and make sure he's nice and suited on the nice little doggy.
That's only a 12.
Easy enough DC though. That smell is pretty strong. Well, in wolf form, it's you're pretty honed in on it. So with that, you're going into the first alley, like the north alley between there and Treasured Booty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems to head more towards the back of Treasured Booty, that direction.
And I'll lead the group towards the wherever I'm smelling it go.
Yeah, at the end of that, it rounds the corner of the that back of the town square, the back of Treasured Booty. It rounds the corner and seems to circle around the town square, the perimeter of the town square. With that, it heads down another alley that continues to round the corner, and now at the very southeast tip of Lowell, the town square. But from there, it kind of diverts and takes a long route around. Roll me another check.
Crap. I'm just rolling like crap.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yep. I rolled a 8 and a 1. The 8 is a +6, so
14.
math's 14.
14, okay.
Okay, 14. Yeah, it takes a long route. Let me give you guys a reference here. I guess this would be on stream, though. So, throw this in front of me. This is Lowell. And you guys would be right here and rounding the perimeter of the town square, kind of heads down this alley. But the different little intersections, it starts to get lost a little bit, but you hold the scent and it does seem to continue down this way. And actually, as you make your way to the final corner here, the scent trails down this way. And for frame of reference, this building right here would be the Broken Thorn right there. This building right here would be the Temple of Light. It heads this way. Roll me a perception check at the end of this corner right here. Oops.
That's better. That's a 19 plus 6.
Nice.
Instead of smelling, this time you look ahead down there, and right at the end of this corner, it juts off to the left. She juts off to the left, you actually see.
Okay.
She doesn't turn around to look, so she did not notice you tailing, but she was trying to take a kind of roundabout way around. Okay, what would you like to do?
We'll kind of get to the edge of that alley, and I'll transform back to a human and try to stealthily peek around the corners, kind of see where she's going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you get to the edge of that, she's not in sight.
The ground, is it like cobbled? Is it dirt? Like what kind of
It's a little
terrain?
bit, it's some cobblestone, but mostly kind of a dirt road.
Can I look around for teeny tiny feet?
You can try. Yeah. So that would
Can I help her out
be
with that?
a survival.
Okay. Shrek.
No luck, Asher.
16.
Well, she bolted off this way.
Well, remind me to not ask about people's scents ever again.
Well,
Did you just ask her what her scent smelled like?
Well, I was going off of Asher when he said, that she smelled good, and I was like, maybe I could ask her, like her perfume or something. Maybe.
well, I was
In a back alley.
hoping to be a little bit more direct with the Grizzly, but well,
That's creepy. Really, you don't ask what someone smells like.
Well, that aside, she may have actually now actively tried to mask her scent, if we even noticed it in the first place.
Yeah, it was my bad, guys. Sorry. I was
It's
trying
alright. It happens.
to go off of the initial conversation that we had with her.
It's
And,
okay.
It
No
was you
worries.
by yourself. Someone should have gone with you, so we should apologize.
I was just sitting there reading a book, so I guess it doesn't help either.
Well, you actually encountered her. We didn't come up with anything. We're just honestly following a trail. Is there anything around that looks like it could be moved or out of place? Anything around the buildings? Small windows, things like that.
At the end of this alley, that kind of adjacent to the Broken Thorn, across from the Broken Thorn, there's a trough with kind of hitching posts there. Other than that, the just clear streets, kind of. With the survival check, it's really hard to tell just between the cobblestone and the kind of dried, compacted dirt, as far as, and then the other different foot traffic that's just made its way. Yep.
Well, I was hoping I could, I don't know, attempt to track, but no luck.
well, I was hoping that she wouldn't have dipped down one of the alleyways. I should have stayed in my form, but
Do you remember what clothes she was wearing at all?
Kind
She had a
of common gown.
yeah. Roll me a history check. This will be for Asher, Rowan, and Briar.
$19.
Rolled an 18. Give me
History
just a
is a +0, so 19.
I got a 17. I got a -1.
Familiar to each of you, vaguely familiar. Part of her outfit, particularly the black and blue undershirt and blouse that she was wearing, is similar to a organization in Lake Grasp. Rowan, in your travels, having visited there once before, and same kind of with Asher being in that proximity, and Sky with Briar, rather, with your just proclivity and interest in Arcana, have heard and seen different of this symbol that is referred to as the Institute of Science, Technology, and Arcana. More commonly referred to ISTA.
I do.
ISTA Institute.
I do recall seeing somebody in Lake Grass, like people wearing those colored clothes that she was wearing.
I believe it's of my tongue.
Institute.
Yes.
Oh, they do so much learning there. Oh my gosh, I am so jealous of her. She probably knows so much more than me.
What kind of stuff
Well,
do
it
you
would
know?
make sense that she would be after Grizzies. But if she's from Lake Grasp,
That's
she
right.
might be staying.
That's right. Huh.
I don't
Well.
believe she saw us, so she might be going to the Broken Thorn.
That's true.
Well,
Well.
she has seen some of us.
Well,
Yeah.
tracking. I'm sure she thought she lost us.
Yeah, what does she look like? I don't even think I'd got to seen her. I was outside when you guys had said that you smelled the familiar scent.
You were with me. You were inside, technically.
Oh, was I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, no, yeah, you're kind of with the swords and stuff. But she was about yay high. Like, Rowan's gonna kind of go to his length to kind of like to get a comparison for him. She's right there for you. She's
Like,
small. Really small.
Have
Have you ever seen a gnome before?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's about that size.
Okay.
So yeah. I mean, if it's in Lake Grasp, that's where we're heading to, right?
Sure, I think you've got a good point. Maybe she didn't see us. She's in.
I think she was
Tavern.
asking her trail to go to the tavern, so it might be our best bet. It didn't seem like anyone here knew who she was. So she's
Well, I definitely
not
don't think Rowan is the one should not be going into the tavern looking for her. Let's book her.
Well,
Well,
I
aren't we
mean-
staying there?
I would
Well-
venture. We're probably on the same page, Asher. If she snuck out the back, it's probably because she didn't want any of us to see where she was going.
I'll see if
Mhm.
there's like a back door or something at the Broken Thorn, and kind of go in that way so I don't spook her.
You do remember there is no back door. Well, there is a back door that would be like employee back door, but there was just the balconies overhanging that you were training under when you were working out with Jathro back there.
I don't know how to get
As you
in there
guys
without-
kind of debate this at the corner here, kind of adjacent to the Broken Thorn, you actually see the door open and she peers her head out. She sees you. And she shuts the door and darts back in.
Okay, Asher's gonna bolt in and be like,
All right, this is getting ridiculous. He's just gonna it's just gonna walk right into the Broken Thorn. Like,
Rowan, Karun, Briar, can you go around the back? Eights, come with me.
Yes. Is it dark enough that I could veil myself now?
Um,
Enough moonlight, I should say. Probably.
I would say you have a couple more minutes here because it's probably just sundown at this point because we're looking at like 8:30. You have maybe 20-30 minutes before the sun's gone and not interfering.
As we walk to the back, Browan's gonna kind of talk to Briar. You should probably do the talking from here. I'm probably not good at talking to women.
That's probably a good idea, dear. I know you have really good intentions, but sometimes mistakes happen, and now people don't want to talk to you. It's okay.
Browan's gonna kind of put down his head like a puppy dog.
Oh, when?
And she's just gonna ruffle his hair a bit. It's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
So who went in right away?
I did.
Me and Ace.
yeah, me and Asher.
You see, why did I make a name that's impossible to pronounce? Ariar.
Ariar.
Ariar. Actually, kind of almost flagging someone down. It's the first thing that catches your attention, and then the door to the hallway that leads upstairs that initially Rowan and Jathro had their kind of moment, or whatever. That door shuts, and you hear kind of like a running up the stairs. And you
This
see
is where we're staying.
Ariar
staying
kind
as
of
well, right?
kind of confused, yeah, because she seemed to have come and then left, or come back and ran up the stairs.
Good evening. I think me and my friend are going to go out for the night, crash out for the night. It's been a long day.
Right. I think you still have your rooms for a while, so.
Much appreciated.
Did she say anything to you? It looked like there might have been a conversation before she ran upstairs.
No, she's a bit odd. She was staying here. She was in room 5, but she paid and then left and then came right back. So must have probably just forgot something in her room, I suppose. But your rooms are would you like to do joint or separate?
Oh, joint is fine.
Right, you'll be room 4.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll, how much is it? Or how much was it for the joint?
It was like 3 silver, wasn't it?
It'll be 2 silver for you.
Okay, so I'll put down 4 silver, pair 4 silver, and head on up.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna knock on room number 5. And I'll be
Roll
like,
me a perception check.
May I help or roll as well?
Yeah. Both of you.
And are we still working our way to the back, or are we back there?
I would say you by this point you guys are back there.
16 plus
13.
3, so 19 for me.
Before we go over that, do you guys want to have, just in case, cover all bases? Because I'm going to point to the balconies. She could jump off from one of those. You want to keep an eye on those, and maybe each of us, kind of keep an eye on the alleyways, and just kind of keeping those eyes.
I'm happy to go up to the front and keep an eye on the balconies.
Okay.
I'll
I was
take
gonna say we all stay back here, one looking at the
Oh.
back door while the others are kind of eyeing
Okay.
the alleyways. Because I'm sure Ace and Asher probably got their eyes on the front, maybe.
Oh, probably. Okay.
From inside, what you guys hear, a little bit of ruffling. Different things kind of being shoved around. Different little odd sounds, little clicks and zips.
So when I knock on the door, I'm gonna be like, "Look, we just want to talk. Grizzy was those drawings meant a lot to his father.
There's no response.
Listen, Rizzy was a close friend. We just have some questions. You just open the door. I will go. We can go downstairs. I will buy you around. If you're hungry, I'll feed you. I just want to have a conversation.
A moment passes, and you hear from inside, kind of seems far away from the door, kind of deeper into the room. All right, come in.
Asher will open the door.
No,
It is
Ace
not
will
locked.
stop. Ace will stop, and he will push Asher to the side, and kind of like, with both of us not in front of the door, he will, like a one on both sides of the door. He will like smack it open, and then like wait back, kind of. Does that make sense?
Like SWAT style.
Yeah, basically open the door
Breach.
and then like lay back kind of thing. Like,
Wait, which way does the door open? Inwards or outwards?
The door opens inwards.
So that'll work, yes. Mm-hmm.
As you do that, how far are you opening the door?
he would have smacked it to try to open it basically all the way. Like,
Okay, so as it swings open, you hear a and this smoke drops from the roof, and just before that, or drops from the ceiling, just before that, you see her out on the balcony, climbing over the rail to the right, which means we will come to you guys outside who are seeing this happen. She's climbing the rail of the balcony. She's actually jumping from that balcony to a different balcony. This
On the same
fog,
building or a different building?
yeah, so the adjacent balcony, she's jumping to the, I'm going to actually roll a check for
The
her.
next to the bordering room in the same
Yes.
building. She's not going to.
So would it be like room 4, room 3, room 2?
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm going to roll a check for her. Okay, she's okay for now.
this fog, what's it doing to us?
It's covering a good area here. It's making a lot of noise as well because it's going and kind of enveloping this area. It would be kind of similar to like a darkness spell or something like that, but just in fog form.
Rowan's
Are
gonna
you trying to say something, Sky? Because you're muted if you are.
I'm not muted.
Oh,
I'm just trying not to
Yeah,
interrupt.
it's like-
Okay. Two questions. One, how tall is the building?
How tall is the building?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It would be a good. Be a good 20-foot drop, probably from the
Great,
bow, like
and-
from the railing. Yeah.
And how far away is she from me?
You guys had said that you were going to the corner of like behind Broken Thorn, so you weren't like necessarily next to. I'd say at this point she's probably 45 feet away from you.
So would there have been like a dexterity check or something to be able to avoid this fog, or
You're not necessarily in it right now, but to go into the room you would be, and it's starting to kind of come out your way, so you're not necessarily in it. You're not distracted by it, really. But it would just block you from knowing anything. Like the last thing you saw is that she was heading towards the balcony. You wouldn't know that she's moving to the separate room or anything like that, and you can't hear anything as well.
Can I chase into the balcony? Like get to the run through the room, get to the balcony?
Okay. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Now I have a question with sorry, Sky. Go ahead.
It's okay.
With barbarians, I get a danger sense, which would give me advantage on traps. With discount towards it.
Sure.
Trap
Well,
anymore,
that's
right?
for detecting it,
Yeah.
right? So I'd say by this
is
point,
the effect.
yeah, it's just avoiding its
Your
effect now.
resistance
Yeah.
is-
Okay.
Need a rogue.
It's a 12.
Going through this, it's kind of it slows you down a little bit. This kind of like thick fog, but you manage to pretty quickly, pretty good pace, make it right to there. But by this point, she is on this second balcony, making her way to jump to the third balcony, and we'll come to Sky. What would you like to do?
I want to Misty step up there.
Okay. How far is that?
Misty step. I can Misty step up to 30 feet.
30 feet. Oh.
Anywhere I can see.
Perfect.
And then with my little leather loop, because Misty Step is a bonus action, I want to cast Levitate, which goes up to 60 feet. I'm going to levitate her off, and my goal is to levitate her 3 feet off of where she currently is, where she can't touch anything. Just want her to float.
Levitate like keeps your momentum, right?
No.
How does it work?
She'd have to push off of something, so she's going to go.
That's what I mean.
into
Like
the
when you're
air.
levitating, you can't control it. It's just whatever your last
Right.
like.
Oh, yeah.
movement was.
Yes. You
Yeah.
maintain inertia until you can. It's 0G.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Constitution save 13 on that for her.
Nice thinking.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll another check. Ha! Good that you did this. It changes things a bit. She climbs the corner, or this next one, as you appear on the balcony. This would be, you wouldn't have been able to quite make it to, you'd be in the first balcony where Ace is running out there right alongside you as you cast Levitate. She, climbing over the rail to jump to the next one, trips on it and falls as you cast Levitate, and she slowly drifts to the
She
ground.
failed her climbing save, and then you saved her butt.
And you saved her butt.
Oh, if that's the case, oh boy. I'm gonna walk over and be like, "You're welcome, dear. Would you like some assistance? Maybe perhaps some help?"
So by this point, would she just drift to the ground?
No, she's floating, and I get to choose whether or not I move her up and down.
All right, perfect.
So she's
Rowan's
a
gonna-
puppy.
She's just kind of.
Is she, are you on the ground, Sky, or are you up
No,
in
I'm
the
up
She's
on
up
the
on the
balcony,
other
so
balcony,
you would
yeah.
be right below.
Oh, Rowan's gonna kind of be right underneath, just kind of looking up at her, see if she looks at him.
What do you want with me?
I just wanted to talk.
I'm not interested. I'm taken.
I am too. I just
I'm
want to
gonna-
know what perfume you use.
Asher's gonna walk out and
This
be
is
like,
extreme for perfume.
Asher's
gonna
gonna walk
cast-
out to the
Smells good.
balcony.
It smells good. All of this smells
God.
good.
Go ahead, Ash.
Asher's gonna walk out and be like, Rowan, we don't care about the perfume.
I know we don't.
We told you what we were looking for. It. All we want to do is know why you stole from Grizzy.
Stole? What do you mean?
I'm gonna
How
cast
do you
calm
know?
emotions on her.
Alright, so what's the save on this?
You don't. It's a DC 14 charisma.
Even though Rowan,
Okay, she failed.
Rowan was told not to do that anymore, Rowan still continues.
Still on that scent. I like your scent.
Good
Wait,
God.
is Asher up with on my level?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I would have like stumbled out to the balcony.
I'm gonna just float her up a bit so we can make eye contact.
She's
So-
like, oh. What is this?
I'm gonna gesture to Karunda to follow me. We're gonna walk through the front and all the way up to the front door.
Ace is gonna lean towards Briar and be like, "We're gonna talk about how you can make people fly after this."
I do have to ask one bit of clarification. She's hovering. I'm casting it. It's an area of effect. I'm casting it so that it only affects her.
Okay, yeah, that's
Because
fine.
it's a 20-foot
She
radius
failed.
that it affects. Okay, good.
She's
We just want some answers.
calm, I guess.
Please.
All right. I don't
I'll gesture to you,
honestly
Asher.
don't know anything about being stolen. I know the name Grizzy. I met the lad once.
Well, Grizzy's. He didn't make it back from sea, and when we got back to his home, all of his drawings were missing, and the only clue was that smell.
Oh. Okay.
We are sorry for alarming you, but
Yes.
we just wanted to talk.
A bit odd. You just gave me the creeps. I felt like I was being hunted.
Can we let you down and
No.
try to talk this out with food and beverage?
No.
I was under the impression that those blueprints were purchased.
Who did you get them from?
Well, I didn't get them. I didn't have them. My partner did. His name is, well, he's my partner.
Where is your partner?
He's working.
What is his name, dear?
That's not important.
No,
Are
it
you
is.
a-
I don't know you.
Are you afraid of heights, perhaps?
She looks down. Not right now, particularly.
Will, if you don't
Calm
tell
emotions.
us, right, I'm going to take you much higher and drop you like an egg.
Okay.
So what is his name?
Bye bye.
Oh, I was murdering. Come back.
I was murdering.
Briar, this is getting mildly extreme.
Rowan is going to walk in through the front door of the Broken Tavern. And, is room 1 and 2 occupied?
One is currently, but 2 is available.
Do you mind if I just walk through it and check out the balcony on there?
All right. Sure.
Thank you. And Rowan's gonna is gonna slide 2 silver out as she kind of passes by and want to check out the sights.
Lad's
And-
having technical difficulties.
Yeah. And Rowan's gonna walk up there, and he's gonna be on the other side of the balcony, just like in between her, levitating between 2 balconies.
There we go, blind. Yeah, okay. Easy enough.
All right, listen. Grizzy was a good boy. He didn't even be able to age into a man. He
Was
passed
he?
away. His work was went through, and it wasn't bought. It was stolen. So, I need to know who did it and why they did it. This is why we're pretty serious right now.
Oh,
If you
Yes.
don't know why, then we need to talk to your partner.
he was a terribly smart lad. That's for sure. I talked to him a couple occasions, and the things that he would come up with were impressive. And my partner was particularly interested. He thought the boy had vision, and he told me that he purchased some blueprints from him and that it would increase our status with Ista.
So explain to me, if you purchased something, why ransack the place looking for them?
Didn't know that happened. He said he
Rowan do an
purchased the
insight check?
blueprints and that we were done in Mid Cove.
Can Rowan do an insight check on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
While she's talking, Briar's just gonna turn around and walk away and go into the room she was staying in.
Do you need to have eyes on her for her levitate to stay?
No, just concentration.
It's a 7, so no, probably not.
So, what is your partner's name?
His name is Xander. With an X.
Because
Oh.
it's edgy.
He's edgy as hell.
Crawling in my skin.
Crawling in my skin.
Or he's gonna be like the Xander from Buffy. We're just gonna
Oh boy.
throw away.
Or Xander from Triple X.
And where is Xander right now?
Working.
Where?
In
I
our
promise you, we will do no harm. We
Workshop?
just
Can I do an insight check?
probably not necessary on that. What was
I
your
advise you
what
tell
was
us
your
the
insight
truth.
check, Rowan? When you were
That was a 7. It was a
Okay.
7. That was Good.
I advise you tell us the truth. We really would like to know where he is. And can I roll intimidation, please?
Yes.
we unintentionally doing good cop, bad cop with this gnome.
I mean, that is how a lot of interrogations go.
Oh, okay.
Put the fear of God in and then be like, look, man,
21?
I know I understand.
She. This is hard because she does have calm emotions. So
Yeah.
she just
Let me-
says,
let me see.
I don't want to tell you because I'm afraid you'll hurt him.
Miss. Rowan's gonna kind of lean against the balcony. Miss, I'm sorry we got up on the wrong foot, but Grizzy was important to us as well as his belongings, and we just want to make sure that we get those back and give them back to his father. Please, just give us that, and we promise we're not gonna hurt your mister at all. We just need to know where it is, and we just want to get him back. That's it.
He's a good man. He's
believe
just
it.
ambitious. And I had my suspicions. But he told me that he purchased them. And, well, I didn't ask questions.
Briar, can you let the lady down? Or
Yeah, if you like, you can reach out to grab her and pull her over closer, so I don't have to put her on the ground below.
so Asher's gonna like kind of reach out his arms for her to grab and be like, "What if you promise not to run?"
Really quickly before I decide to put you down. Yes. Do you perhaps have any of those schematics on you? That were.
I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Would you mind showing us what has been given to you, just so we can look? We're not trying to steal from you, but I'm very annoyed. I would like to put you down, but I don't. You tell me. Either float and we look, or come down and we look, essentially.
I don't have any of them on me. He always kept a hold of them. I was just getting some supplies for
I
our
think we should-
project.
Rowan's gonna
Yeah.
look down into the alleyway. Is there anybody watching this whole thing happening?
Roll perception check.
Yeah, so Asher's
I'm
just there
standing
with
in
his
the
arms
alleyway
out,
still.
kind of like basically waiting for her to either grab on or not.
13 for Rowan. Perception.
Yeah, there's nobody.
Holy crap.
Nobody within the alley.
Okay.
She does kind of slowly reach out to you, kind of grabs your hand, pulls herself
And
towards you.
I'll kind of basically pick her up and set her down onto the ground.
As you do that, she kind of looks up at you and kind of fixes her dress. All right, let's talk.
Are you
Rowan's gonna-
hungry?
No, I was. No,
Would you
thank
like
you.
Would you like a beer or something?
I
Stout?
listen. Just promise me. Promise me you won't hurt him.
I'll promise
Uh,
you that, miss.
Asher's gonna reach down and basically pinky promise her.
She doesn't quite understand. She kind of takes it.
Well, you have my word. We will not hurt him. We would like to. We wouldn't want to sully his name like that.
You know, there is something that bothers me.
Rowan's gonna
No.
walk through the room to meet them on the other side at this point.
And she's just gonna walk towards the gnome, take her by the shoulders, and walk her into her room, and just like, you know, you're part of an institute. You guys accomplish a great many things, and if your partner is stealing and using things that aren't from his own mind to build to get credit, what is even the point?
Well,
He should be
I
really
think-
responsible for his own work and probably not taking others. Yes.
that is a good point. I mean, he's quite brilliant himself, but
If he was really so brilliant, would he have to take from others? And if you were brilliant, why are you staying with someone like this? Maybe
I'm nowhere near as brilliant as Xander. He's
listen, don't put yourself down. You got into the institute too of your own volition, I'm sure.
yeah, but I'm just a student.
It doesn't matter. There are many students that will surpass people that are in higher places than them.
I don't think that I could ever accomplish what he's accomplished. I mean, yes, he used Grizzy's work as a groundwork, but he's expanded upon it. I think we're gonna have a breakthrough.
Or
Our work.
What's he done with the metal man?
How do you? Right. He's expanded on its design. And his hope is that it will make him a department head.
It sounds selfish, hearing it said
Well,
like that.
I guess when I say it out loud, it does. He's still a good man, though.
I
Sounds selfish.
I wonder how many other people's ideas he has taken to claim as his own. Just a few modifications for self-betterment.
Well,
Such a shame.
you don't have to invent the sword to do something more and impressive with it. So he just used it as a framework, a groundwork to inspire new ideas.
But with permission.
I think he got tired of waiting.
Consent is very important. And I would think that you would know that. If someone says no, it means no.
Well, I don't necessarily know if Grizzy said no. I wasn't there for the negotiations. But I guess if Xander felt the need to steal it, I suppose he did.
Where is Xander now?
There's a cave. South. It's a smaller cave detached from the greater mine. We were setting up our tools and workshop in there. He sent me to go get supplies and we kind of have a problem.
What is the problem that you're facing?
The current work, the project became deadly.
You got the middleman working?
Yeah, kind of. Well, yes. But it's a little, unstable.
Probably because it wasn't his idea.
Well, it just needs some refinement.
Italy,
Grizzy's father always talked about the middleman needing some sort of magical sacrifice to be activated. What did you sacrifice to make this come to life?
Nothing living, just, well,
That you know of?
a part of the mine is that there is ember stones that can power it. And so that's why we set up there, so that we could perhaps harness those and have ember stones strong enough to power it.
Ember stones that look like this, and he will point to the...
Yes, just like that.
Rowan's gonna just kind of be in the doorway of the he's gonna as soon as he walks in, he's gonna shut the door to the room that they're in. Listen, we probably can't get there tonight, but if you don't mind leading us to this mine, we could try to help you guys' situation with the middleman in return of Grizzy's blueprints. I'm sure
Right.
your friend, partner, could use some help in controlling it, right?
Yes, I suppose with all that you can do, and perhaps you can take care of it. That's what he sent me to do. He sent me to go get supplies to hopefully disable it, but he wasn't very hopeful.
Rowan's gonna look at the group to see what they think.
How's he been
Yeah.
staying
Are
safe?
you guys all inside the room now?
Yeah, kind
Okay,
of out on the
Rowan-
balcony.
I can't. You're not on the balcony, or are you?
I'm like, we're kind of like in the room. I'd be on the balcony.
I'd
Kinda
say by
just
this point, Blind,
listening.
if you want to just say that you seeing them head in, you just head in. No problem.
I was still in
Yeah.
the alley as well.
Yeah. It's like Pablo Escobar just kicking rocks, like all alone.
you had said it had become deadly.
Yes. Okay,
Is
well,
your-
the original design didn't have any security function, and, well, he was hoping to be head of the Department of Defense and Security Technology.
You can understand that possibly Grizzy's vision was not to create something that was for defense, but maybe possibly some sort of different life.
Yes, I suppose. I don't know if he ever got there, but we did.
And you've created some sort of monster now.
Yes, it's a little misbehaving.
Perhaps there was a reason why Grizzy hadn't gotten there just yet.
That's a good
No,
point.
this could have happened.
Probably should have added the weapons after the fact.
Bit of hindsight.
Hindsight is perfect and all that. How about we take a rest tonight? We will pay for your own room. I will pay for your own room for the make up for the scare. And tomorrow, you lead us to this problem. In return, we will take his plans and make sure they are safe and
I'm worried. It was really bad, and I want to make sure that I get back there quickly. Do I
Was
have
he
to stay the night?
Was he bleeding, perhaps?
Maybe.
Maybe the night think he's
Almost,
cooking.
well, almost got burnt. He was wearing a protective armor, though. That helped a bit.
we are in no shape to fight at this moment because you gave us a challenge of a lifetime. But in the morning,
First thing.
If you don't mind, I'm going to stay with you tonight,
That's
even
fair.
if you do mind.
I'm sorry for being so jumpy. It was just scary. Being chased
Rowan,
by a
I
group
know.
of
Rowan,
terrifying.
He's gonna put his hand up and he's gonna say, "I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not very. I'm
probably
not very
shouldn't
good at
approach with the scent thing.
Yeah, I'm not very good at talking in general. So sorry about
well,
that. Rowan's gonna open up the door and he's gonna say, "I'm really sorry about that." And
Rowan, room number 5. I'm gonna basically tell you what room we're staying in, if you
Oh.
wanted to.
I just bought 2.
Oh, well,
Rowan's gonna go ahead and kind of bought that room to kind of make sure the other side of the balcony was okay. She tried to get out or get away. So
I plan Briar's gonna cast message. Be like, she's gonna fiddle her little copper wire, and then cast message, and say, Rowan, don't freak out that I'm in your brain. I'm thinking of trapping one of the doors and then meditating in front of the other one so she cannot escape. You can reply to this message.
okay, is there anything you need me to do?
She's gonna shake her head.
I'll be. Rowan's gonna point to next door in room number 2.
Ace is gonna kind of sit down on the balcony, kind of still making eye contact with her. I had to apologize with all of everything that's what's going on. I don't believe I've caught your name. My name is Ace.
My name is Ziena. Ziena Tuttrell.
is this with an X as well?
No.
Nice to meet you, Ziena. Grizzy was a close friend of mine, and I beat myself up after his death. When we got at home and seen that the whole entire house was ransacked, I was filled with rage to know that somebody would steal the work of a dead boy. But looking and seeing how scared and surprised that you are, I can understand that you didn't know that.
That is tragic. For such a young lad, he was very smart. And I mean, Xander is smart, but he's only expounded on the initial idea, so I suppose Grizzy was just something else.
Do you have plans?
Oh.
Do you have ideas?
I have ideas, but I'm not really good at bringing them to fruition.
What ideas do you have?
Oh, I want to fly.
That would be cool. You kind of just did, right?
I
Just a
know.
minute ago?
But with technology.
Oh. What did you do? How did you, the whole smoke and...
Yes, smoke bomb trap. Pretty simple.
Could you show it? Show it to me?
Yeah. And she kind of opens up the satchel of the different ingredients that she bought from Doc's Odds. And I guess I used one of them, but you just get a flask and... Well, this one I pulled the cork with a tripwire. In that case, it didn't work. But... And she kind of just shows you different ingredients that she puts together, separated with like, attaches the cork to like a 4-way piece of paper essentially that separates the ingredients, so that when it's pulled, the ingredients come together and then make the.
Is this your idea, or is this something Xander came up with? Or?
Oh, Xander taught me this. He's the weapons specialist.
He seems like a smart fellow. Seems to get in over his head. Does that happen often?
Well, he's ambitious.
How did you two meet?
I'm his student. Well,
Oh, through that organization that you guys are both
yes,
part of.
ISTA.
ISTA?
Institute of Science, Technology, and Arcana.
Oh, I don't know much about that. I'm starting to learn magic myself, to be honest with you.
It's
I used to have 2 brown eyes. Now I don't. As I put
Magic?
it, my blue one. Yes.
oh, interesting. Are you all magical?
Nope. After Ace realizes like we're supposed to be on the down low with magic, just me. Nope.
I've always been drawn to Arcana, but usually just in combination with making technology work.
Do you have plans for your hopes of one day flying?
Well, there's a lot of promise in Emberstone technology, as we learned today. It's
So
just
Asher's
a
gonna
little unstable.
pass a gold to Briar and be like, "Well, would you mind going downstairs and buying room? We're in what, 3? So 3 and 4 essentially. So we have between 2 and 5, since we pretty much ransacked every single one of them.
Renting out the whole tavern at this point.
Right, so I should get like meat and potatoes for Rowan, and should I just do like stews for everybody? What do you guys want to eat?
Ziano, it sounds good to you.
We'll go downstairs and
Oh,
eat.
I don't
but
have an
just take care
appetite.
of the room.
Thank you.
Um.
I'm really nervous.
I thought you already paid.
Well, I paid for 5 and Rowan bought 2, but
Oh.
yeah, you might want to go pay. And that's where I'll pass you the gold and be like, "We'll be down in just a minute."
Okay.
In the morning, Ziano, when we go on to help Xander, I have to ask you. My friends here are close. They're my family. If he were to come at me, don't know if I would have to protect them. You understand that, yes?
I think he would. I don't know, I didn't think he would steal either. I don't think he would attack you. But I guess I don't really know him.
Well, let's just relax. We should all get some food and possibly a drink to help calm yourself. You're in good hands. We promise we will do our best. None of us would like to sully Grizzly's name like that.
How... When will we leave?
First thing in the morning.
The break of dawn.
All right.
How long of a trip does it take to get there?
Not very long. It's about an hour walk. Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you try to wind down for the night?
Do we need to take a full nap? Or do we just need 4 hours? For
We
you
need
guys to get
Rowan's burnt out. He got. You guys fought.
Yeah, I'm out of wild shape because we haven't even taken a short rest today.
Yeah.
So, okay, so since I'm staying with the chick, I just want to prep it so you guys can all do your thing. I'm going to ask Asher. I actually have some prep work to do. Can you just pay for the room? This spell is going to take me a little bit, in case she tries to run.
Okay, well, yes, I can. Then I'll go downstairs and ask her about, be like, sorry, my friends came up. We need 2 more rooms. If you could get us 2 and 3, possibly.
So you want to actually go ahead and order those
Yeah,
then?
we're always-
No problem.
Yes, and I'll put down the gold piece for the 2. Be like, will this cover?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
So 3 or 4 rooms total.
We have 4, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. Basically, all the rooms that we traipsed over the balconies.
I just don't know if I trust this girl.
Nah, she's fine.
Nah.
We can track her ass down if she decides to leave in the morning.
I'm trying to think of whether or not I should trap it.
I don't know. I was gonna sleep out on the balcony or trance because I can.
Okay.
Rowan is
Okay.
gonna go downstairs. He's gonna already come out. He's gonna have all his gear off. He's already made himself comfortable in too. He's gonna go down and order a sandwich and 2 sandwiches. And he's gonna get a little a little piece of paper and write sorry. He's gonna put it on the sandwich, put it outside her door, knock on it, and then just walk away. Then go back into his room and go to sleep for the night.
You hear this in your room, right?
She's gonna open the door, be like, I think it's for you. And to Zieta.
Oh. From who?
It probably my friend who mentioned your smell and it creeped you out very much. It's his way of saying so sorry. Super sorry, did not mean to be creepy. So
Why is he so interested in me?
he's not really interested in you. Don't worry. We just thought you were super sus and stealing from our friend, but don't worry, nobody is interested in you. You are safe, it's okay.
Okay. I mean, a little unnerving, but he is handsome.
Ugh. She's just gonna grab the sandwich. Please put this in your mouth and talk less.
Are you hungry?
It's okay. I would rather. I would like to keep an eye on you. I don't know you. You don't know me, and you're not getting out of my sight.
I don't plan to. She kind of just pulls apart the sandwich, like eats it a little bit. It's like maybe a little more than a quarter of it, and then just kind of sets it down on the stand. And she kind of just sits there. Do you think you'll be able to help?
If it's in our capability, yes. But I mean, it looks like you've both gotten in over your heads a bit.
That's true. But I guess maybe it's good that I found you, or whatever happened.
Maybe it's good we sniffed you out.
Tracked you down.
So the
So-
smell? I mean, I guess he does put it on pretty quick, but I don't wear it.
Well, she's gonna smell. You know, you smell nice. I think it might just be a natural thing. Don't worry, I smell like woods, so he's a thing. Don't worry about it too much. You rest. You go to sleep. And Briar's just gonna finish her sandwich. Sit in front of the door. Cause Caron, you're on the other side of the door. Or are you gonna sleep? Because I need to know whether or not I'm booby trapping this.
I'm gonna stay. I was gonna stay out on the balcony. I was gonna share the room, but we have 4 rooms now.
Don't
so
worry, we
he's,
have
the
too many
next
rooms.
room over. I'm assuming you're like on the next room over, just kind of chilling at the balcony where she doesn't know somebody's out there.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I was gonna trance on the balcony and be veiled and outside of like cloud cover because I'm still kind of in a conscious state. That's my understanding. DM
Okay,
that works.
then
So yeah,
all right.
sneaky sentinel.
There you go. Okay, then I'm just gonna plop right in front of the door and I'm gonna trance.
That is kind of the most handy
Night,
usage,
night.
especially with traveling and stuff,
Mhm.
of Lunar Veil.
Mm-hmm.
Homebrew spell.
I mean, the only reason we have so many rooms is to save face from, like, in case somebody pops into one of the rooms of, like, I just ordered this. What are you guys doing in here?
Okay. So, she eventually settles down and kind of lays there. You get the sense that she kind of had like a troubled night's sleep. She didn't necessarily sleep much, but she didn't try anything in the middle of the night. As the morning comes and you guys finish your long rest,
All right, nothing happened to me in the night. Cool. Fine.
I know. I'm like right there too. I'm expecting to start having nightmares as well.
Just wait. Just wait.
So I didn't go after Coron's phylactery again. Good to
Oh.
know.
Maybe in your mind. Mm.
Wow.
Okay. So,
Rowan,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Rowan's gonna get up and start knocking on the doors one by one down the way. Daybreak is about to come. We should probably hit the road.
Yes. Well, we should be back by breakfast.
Let's go.
Good morning, Z, and time to wake up.
Laying away, she kind of rolls over, crawls out of bed. All right. Is everybody ready?
Yes. Are all of your things gathered? We're going to go see Xandor now.
Yes. She just scoops up her kind of sackcloth of different ingredients and stuff.
And then she's gonna open the door and be like, Caron, we're going to go.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna have gotten up already, probably. But yeah.
Oh, my bad. Okay, Beast Brian. Okay, go
I was
ahead.
gonna come up from the hallway and be like, "Yes, Brian." But yeah,
All right.
get together
Let's
with
go.
everyone. And let's go.
All right, it's just southwest of Lowell, and you divert from the. Well, I'll show you. It's off the main trail towards the main mine. There's a abandoned section of a cave that we were doing the work in. Is there anything you would like to do on your way there?
I'd like to stay by Ziana, kind of talking with her. I'd like to actually pull out Grizzly's crossbow and kind of show it to her. Ziana, if you would like to see some of Grizzly's other work, he made this. I've not yet to use it, but it's one of his contraptions. I didn't know if you'd like to see it or not.
Oh, what is? It looks like a crossbow, but what is this? And she kind of looks at the different contraption that's on top of it.
From my understanding, you shoot once and it flips, and you are able to shoot again. It seems to be a little loose, but
wow. 2 shots. That's impressive. You've not used it yet?
I haven't had to.
Well, that's good.
I'm
Better
more of
to-
a up close fighter.
Just kind of eyes your gauntlets. Oh. And what does that do as in the gauntlet?
Oh, let me show you.
Roll your d20.
Does
Or I
Rowan
guess
hear that when he's at
wisdom
the
check.
end of the? Does Rowan hear that at the end of? Because Rowan would be at the very end of the
Sure.
walk-in order. Ugh. Rowan's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, come on." Like,
So-
like secretly hoping that he ignites it.
That is a 19 plus 1.
Let's go! It finally non-combat, and it ignites a bit. Oh,
And he's like, yeah, that's cool, right?
yeah. It's not much, but wow.
And then he's gonna look behind him at like Rowan, like, are you saying this right now? Like,
Rowan's gonna be like
I've never-
excited, visibly excited.
I guess it makes sense that you could use an ember stone in that way. It's clever.
is there other ways you can use ember stones? I mean,
Well, usually they're used to, well, not usually, but our theory is that they can be used to power things. They create a lot of heat.
oh, that's a good idea. I'd never thought of that. He's gonna like reach around in his back pocket, like he'd almost even forgot about it. He's gonna pull out the crystal and kind of be like, I've got this as well. Been told it's able to purify things, and my friend Caron over there, he knows more about them than I do, but do you know anything of these?
I've never seen anything like that. It's interesting. It does have the kind of this whirling essence almost within it.
Can I hear them talking about like middle of the pack?
Sure.
Where you guys at? Okay. So, actually, yes, that reminds me, Ace. Do you think I might be able to take a look at that at some point soon here?
Yeah, it's all yours. And he's gonna like toss
Before
it to
you hand
like,
it off, you feel it get warm. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
He's gonna check his hand to make sure he's not holding it with the flame fist. Wisdom saving throw, that would be an 11.
You go to hand it off, just thinking, yeah, sure, here. And as you do, it warms up. And you almost, like, for a moment, black out. Like, just surreal moment. And you hold on to it. And you see as Ace pulls it away, puts it back in his pocket. And this almost, like, intensity in his eyes, as almost black veins. And he just says that he would like to hold on to it. You're muted.
Me?
I'm just saying, okay, Frodo.
I don't think
You feel kind of as this starts to fade away, this as you kind of come to again, and in your blackout moment, you almost forget that he even asked what the context of conversation you were just having, and you hear that's it. As you come back to, and you just see yourself standing there with Karun outreached, kind of probably a confused face on maybe,
I
perhaps.
said probably more concerned.
Concerned.
Face. Confused, yeah. For
Hey,
Karan,
Kron.
at least.
What's up?
Hi.
What's up, man?
I was going to ask you if ever there was something that I needed that was yours, and let's say you were busy, would it be okay if I just grabbed it out of your pack? I promise. Anything that I need, I would get back to you. I figured I'd.
As you're talking, he's gonna hear the keep in his head, and he's gonna look right at Briar. Don't say scary things in my head, okay? Jeez. Yeah, man. You need some like herbs or something. I think I still got a little bit of that jungle rum in there. But if you drink, you better drink with me. I'm telling you, I'll be
of course.
pissed. I'll be
If-
very upset if I find out you drunk without me.
Understandable. So appreciate that. If I'll let you know if I ever need to grab something from your pack, but unless it is a beverage, because of course I'll make sure you're included.
That sounds good.
Thank you.
Briar, why are you messing with our friends?
I'm gonna walk past him and just touch him on his shoulder and just kind of shake my head a little bit.
He didn't do anything. I
'Cause
am
I can
not
see
up
she's
to no
confused
good
as
right now.
hell, and I have my speculations.
If I was going to sound scary, I'd be like, "Oh, rawr."
How did Sienna react to all of this? By the way, because he's just gonna look right back and be like, "Yeah, anyways, this fist is pretty cool, right? Like flaming, like that's
Yeah.
cool."
That other one, what does it do?
What other one?
One you just showed me. Crystal.
I just showed you my fist. It makes it. Oh, the crystal. Oh yeah, I do have a crystal, don't I? Are we gonna just like do a Are we in a time
Stuck in a
loop?
loop, everybody. We're never getting out of here. It's done.
This is the end of the campaign. This is it. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
By the end of this, the deity is just gonna be like,
Is
"Fuck
he
this
reaching in to
guy."
grab it again? Like, Karan's gonna try to actually procure it from him.
It's a 13, so I mean, 2 points higher this time.
Without. Yeah, you acknowledge that, and then this almost like anger kind of wells up in you a bit that she's even asking about it. And
Oh God, do I rage?
no,
Oh God.
not a rage, just you feel it. You feel that akin to like a rage. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's kind of confusing, but you feel it. That kind of well up in you a bit. And I'm sorry. It was curious.
That's okay. No worries. He's gonna like take a step back and kind of go back where like Briar, are you in the front or the back?
I'm near you.
He's gonna like kind of step back and I don't feel okay. I'm not used to this magic stuff. I don't think it might have an adverse effect. Do you know people that are allergic to magic?
Well, Kieran, I don't know anyone who's allergic to magic. Maybe you just ate something very bad. But I think you should go quietly talk to Kieran and stop freaking at the lady and let her walk in peace, yes. We've had enough. And she's going to turn around. We've had enough of the men folk being very weird, okay? No more. And then she's going to walk up and put her hand around. I'm so sorry.
Asher's going behind her doing the Zoidberg.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm dead.
Rowan is going to acknowledge it and realize he did wrong, and he still feels bad about it, but he's not gonna act
One of those
on it.
awkward moments that's going to keep you up at night forever.
Probably. It's like he's gonna be sitting at the dinner table after the campaign's over. Why did I say that?
Yeah. At the movie theater. Enjoy the movie. You too.
You too.
Yeah, that's Rowan.
Thanks for shopping at blah 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 blah. You too.
You too.
Yeah, Ace is going to go and walk beside Corone and kind of keep his head down, really confused.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. What's up, Corone? Yeah.
Do you happen to notice anything different about me? Just looking at me.
Your eyes are sparkling. Is that normal?
I think that's just the sunlight, yes. Do you notice anything missing by chance?
Do I? Tolson?
Roll perception check.
Hang on, let me throw something in chat here.
7. I mean, I know what you're asking for, but I'm curious. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not quite sure what he's getting at looking at him. Something's different, but it's one of those things like something's different about it. What is it? You just cut your hair?
Yeah, something to do with your hair. I don't understand.
I've removed some accessories. Actually, I think that it might be broken. I actually was curious if I could take a look at yours. Also, one of the reasons why I asked if it was all right.
You want to look at my accessory? You better be careful Briar doesn't hear you. She starts cracking up laughing.
Not that accessory. The crystal.
Oh, I don't know, man. It's because some weird shit's happening. I'd rather not touch it right this second.
That's fine. You don't have to.
I'll just lay there. You do all the work.
I'll take care of everything. And I'll reach in.
We broke Coulson. Oh no!
All right.
But
Yes,
yeah,
it is. It is
I
a
will-
bit quiet again, blind. When
Okay.
Karan is
I
speaking.
mean, I'm trying to get as close as possible. Hopefully, that's not too much louder. No. Hopefully, I should. Hopefully, that's louder, but not. Like,
You're good.
yeah. They good? Okay. Hopefully. I hate this up. But I'm just going to.
I'm just gonna reach in there and get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to make another?
Yeah, roll me a
Like-
wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20. Whew.
He reaches for it, and instinctively you go to almost stop him. You actually do grab his hand as he reaches for it. Like you kind of grab like the wrist as he reaches for it, and then you kind of let go and kind of
Yeah,
shake your head a
that-
little bit.
Yeah, you just take that thing.
I'll reach in and I'll grab the crystal, attempt to remove it from the bag, and put it with the other one. For now.
Brooks guy.
As you open up the bag to put the other one, you see the other one on its kind of ornamented chain. Saphira, it's not the time. On its
I am a
amulet
chair bag.
form. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Nice. 17 plus 4. 21.
Catches your eye. And you think once again of the abilities it gave you and the comfort that it brought to you. And you expect for a moment to feel or hear that connection that occurs sometimes. And it doesn't as you stow the other one away and close the bag.
Is there any reaction to the other one? Just seeing mine, right?
Just seeing yours, yeah. Maybe the combination of both of them.
Nice.
You're up.
Thank you. And my advice for now, just forget about this thing.
Some weird
probably-
stuff's happening with it. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'd say whatever fascinating elements might have been there are not worth whatever strange occurrences seem to be transpiring with its presence.
Yeah, funny enough, I was actually going to give it to Grizzy. I totally forgot about it. It was in my back pocket.
Well, maybe it's a good thing that he didn't wind up getting to mess around with this thing. But perhaps we should not speak of it to anybody else that we meet for now.
Yeah,
Sound good?
sure. Maybe we could sell it.
Does Rowan see the interaction that's going on between Karan and
You
Nate?
can see it. I'd say they probably walked ahead a little bit too far to hear.
Mhm. Like, you can see it plain as day. We're not trying to, like, hide in the bushes, but...
Just having a conversation. Saphira, why are you doing this? Excuse me, ma'am. All right. She's literally just. As you guys have walked for a while now, you encounter the jut into off the main trail that she leads you down towards a separate section of the cave. Saphira. And you see as some time passes off of this main trail, there is a small opening of a cave where there's different crates and kind of a little bench outside of this area, and you see on top of this kind of workbench a figure sitting there covered in soot. Is a halfling lad. And he's got kind of like a welder's helmet and some goggles on, and wearing this dirty soot-covered apron, and he's kind of charred a bit. And he kind of working at the table or whatever, and there's actually kind of like smoke coming off of him. So freshly charred, and you see him set down some kind of like armor to his side that he just took off, and then he turns and notices the group coming, and then sees Ziena. That's where we're going to take a break.